When the things you seek have been lost to time, look no further. We can go get them. We're Murphy's Inc. Murphy's Inc. is not responsible for any time paradoxes, historical retaliations, or other risks related to the delivered artifact. Any questions regarding the company's liability or tax information will be answered in time. Previously on Murphy's Inc., Bruno Muller became a changed man after pleading for justice from the burghers, to no avail. After Michael and Daphne were able to obtain the necklace of St. Vitus, our team in Strasbourg was arrested and accused of practicing Seiðr, and is now set to be put on trial. Xavier Duhart, in an attempt to assist our team, has also been captured and is set to be executed. Dr. Monet was able to assist Martin Bucer, and the dear friar seems to be well on his way to recovery. However, Greta received an unwelcome visit from Sebastian, which brought up some very bad memories. While the dancing continues in Alsace, back at HQ, Gleeson made a very startling discovery and confronted Isak about it. The Shadow Leader and her team, after having made the jump to early 1900s England, contacted Isak for a mission update, only to find out that her mission is about to take place on the Titanic. Hope the Shadow Squad has had training on holding their breath.
Historical figure file number 14RUE33, Greta Duhart. Being a young woman in her early 20s living in 1518 in Strasbourg, Greta is a survivor. Feisty, intelligent, and beautiful, Greta is a Renaissance woman who is way ahead of her time. Although protective of those she loves, Greta is too trusting and can be overly abrasive at the wrong times. For every good quality she possesses, bad ones lie beneath the surface. Greta harbors a big secret that could change her life for the worse if it ever got out.
Is he here?
Of course. But I believe he is holding a
Oh, thank heavens.
meeting. They grow more impatient by the day.
It is Greta Duhart. I need to speak with you about an urgent matter.
Greta, do come in, child.
Oh, what happened to your leg?
The burger's guards shot it. But you mustn't worry about me. I'll be just fine. I'm more concerned about you. What is your plight?
It's Xavier. He's to be executed tomorrow.
Whatever for?
Brant knows those Woola were at our house and that Xavier is traveling with them. And as you are aware, in Brant's eyes, that's seen as being a traitor, and there is only one punishment for it: death.
I see. Well, I'm sure your brother and the others are in the Maison if Brant has found them by now. We must leave immediately if we are
Forgive me, Martin, for interrupting, but I do not seek help to rescue Xavier from prison or his looming death.
You don't?
It sounds awful, I know, but Xavier and I made a pact after the baby was born that should anything happen to him, I was to change my name and flee Strasbourg to safety in Paris. We have a cousin there who can board me and the baby.
Have you spoken with Priest Johannes about arranging the legal documentation for you?
No, and he mustn't know about it either. I know it's quite the proposition, but please, Martin, you are the only person in this city I can trust. Xavier is running out of time, and so am I. My child and I will be hunted down if we do not leave Strasbourg.
Odin's eyes. I just can't stand him.
Try that again.
What?
And this time, try knocking.
Are you serious?
I am waiting. You may enter.
I can't believe you just made me get up.
How dare you slander the Allfather's name? Profanity will never be tolerated in my presence. Do you understand?
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Refrain from doing it, and we will never have to have this conversation again.
Yes, sir.
Now, what seems to be bothering you?
Michael, he's so frustrating. I left Ingrid Herser because of him. Now he's here. All the work and meal prep is for nothing as soon as he orders chicken tenders. Ugh, why does Loki fancy me so much?
Michael is our most seasoned historian who's been here
And then the cookies. Why would he come and compliment me on something I didn't make?
You did not make the cookies?
No, it was my bakery sous chef.
Is it your recipe?
Yes, but that's beside the point. It's like he's mocking me. Can you imagine a grown man visiting a Geffen star restaurant and ordering cheese sticks and chicken tenders? Can I just ban him from the dining room?
Absolutely not. Your contract is to provide nourishment for the entire staff. No exceptions and no running away.
I'm not running away. I just don't want to be bothered with him.
If Michael were to visit Helheim's Chicken and demand chicken tenders from Chef Skagerrak, what would he say?
Chef Skagerrak? He'd tell Michael to get the
Language.
You asked. But really, he wouldn't make that.
Correct. And does he cook every dish served?
No. He has a staff that cooks everything. He is usually on the expo line and approves everything that goes out.
Yet in the end, who receives all of the credit?
He does.
You are more important than you think. And you are capable of making rational decisions, or I wouldn't have hired you. Today's labors produce tomorrow's bounties. Now, are you willing to put the work in, or are you going to run away?
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. And I think I know how to handle this Michael situation.
Good. Aside from your culinary duties, how is the university treating you? I trust you are finding the courses to be beneficial.
They are. I didn't realize that modern-day Norns have so much history in their blood. It's so overwhelming, yet so intriguing.
Excellent. As for your bracelet, have you learned anything about its origins?
Why didn't you tell me this bracelet is linked to nobility?
I wanted you to figure it out on your own. Are you compatible with the other students?
Now that you brought it up, some of the legacy brats have taken it upon themselves to make it widely known that I am an outsider who received a scholarship. To them, you are nothing unless mommy and daddy paid your way in. It seems like money is the ultimate rite of passage around there. There's this one guy that called me an imposter. He and his friends are always speaking in Norwegian. I don't understand the language, but I know what they're saying about me is foul. He even reached for my bracelet once.
What? Who is he? I will have him expelled immediately.
It's been taken care of. A girl named Eunice came to my rescue. She's a scholarship recipient as well.
Oh?
Yeah, and that guy grabbed my wrist and she knocked the wind right out of him. And he hasn't messed with me ever since.
Is the charm damaged?
Just a little smudge, that's all.
I would be more than happy to have that rejuvenated for you.
No, it's fine. As long as it isn't broken, I'm okay.
Remember, you are there to learn, not to make friends. That will be all for today, unless you have something else to discuss.
There is one thing.
Yes?
I was kind of wanting to know a little bit more about James.
James? What did he do?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Autumn, although intra-office relationships are not forbidden, I would highly recommend against it.
No, it's not like that. Really. I just think that he's nice, and I want to know a little bit more about him.
His employee file is strictly confidential, and I will not be discussing him any further.
Fine. But it's not what you think. I mean, I like him, but I don't like him. I just want to know who I'm talking to, you know? I can trust you, and I believe I can probably trust Eunice. But he's different. You know what? Never mind. I said too much. Thank you for everything. I feel a lot better knowing that you have confidence in me. And sorry for cursing earlier.
All is well, and I am happy you are starting to acclimate to our way of life.
Thank you.
One more thing before you go.
Yes?
Your contract is going to be modified. As per our agreement, during your studies, you will be required to learn the language of our fathers. I will assign you a tutor, and in a year's time, Norwegian will be the only language you use with me.
Really, Isak? We just had a wonderful conversation, and you just had to ruin it. I have enough on my plate as it is. Why would I need to learn a different language?
Because today's laborers
Produce tomorrow's bounty. I know.
Enjoy your bread and cheese, lest the rats get to it before you do.
I've always wanted to know what it would be like behind bars.
I've experienced much worse than this.
Like what?
Hart, what's your new friend's name?
Michael, this is Seiðr Duhart.
We've heard some very interesting things about you since we've come to town.
Seiðr, what is he talking about?
I should have opened up long before now. Do you remember when you asked me about my fancy stationery? That is my family crest imprinted on them. And they belong to me. When I was but a child, my father perished in the Battle of Novara, and my mother died not long after. From a broken heart, no doubt, leaving me and my sister Greta, orphans. Brant, he took me under his wing when I was but a child, taught me the ways of leadership, and molded me to be like him. Brant made sure we were cared for monetarily. Eventually, as I grew into manhood, he positioned me to become a burgher. But I found out very quickly that the policies I was asked to vote on, the responsibilities I was tasked with, I found I was not cut from that cloth. I could not. No. I refused to carry out such despicable orders. Once Brent saw weakness in me, he cut me and my sister off, leaving us with nothing except the stationery.
Oh, touching story. Yet you left out the part where you poisoned many of the townsfolk. Care to share that story with these folks, Seiðr?
Dr. Monet, what in the hell are you doing here?
It is with great pleasure that I announce to you all, the Waller have been caught and are in the maison awaiting their trial.
Here! A toast to Burger Brandt, for without him and his esteemed leadership, these Waller would have never been found.
Can you say with confidence, Brandt, that the dancing folly will cease after the Waller are taken care of?
I would not have feverishly searched for them if I did not believe them to be the cause. Yes, I am firmly convinced that this dance rage shall plague us no more once they are gone. Yes. The most efficient way to get rid of the fleas is to first get rid of the rats.
Tell them the truth, Xavier. Tell them about how easy it is to thwart the bourgeois that governs us with an iron fist and the masses in one fell swoop. Oh, what's the matter? Kitty got your tongue? Fine, then I shall tell them. I firmly believe that one day the aforementioned will listen to men like me, men of medicine, men of science. That politicians and religious leaders alike will open their eyes to see their public quarrels and utter lack of principles and unity have led to the present catastrophe at hand. That the dancing madness would not have even begun had they not taken it upon themselves to fix it.
And the bread, was that your solution to fixing the problem?
Huh. Believe it or not, the bread was never meant to harm anyone, only to be used as an antidote. But it only made things worse.
What type of poison did you use to make your bread?
Ergot. Though we did not realize it at the time.
What's ergot?
A fungus that grows on rye and wheat. It is extremely lethal when ingested and can cause spasms, convulsions, hallucinations, and twitching, but it does have medicinal benefits if used properly, such as rubbing it against the skin.
So as a man of medicine, you knowingly took wheat you knew to be contaminated and you baked it into bread to feed those afflicted by the dancing?
Once I recognized our failure, I knew we had to remove ourselves from it completely. I knew Brandt and the other burghers would pounce the moment they smelled a rat. So I went hunting. I searched high and low for days, weeks until I ventured into the market.
You set us up.
Xavier and I saw the Frau over there snatch a necklace from a dead woman's body. And when I saw the rest of you having a laugh at the expense of the afflicted, I knew we had the perfect scapegoats. Brandt would sooner believe volure were running rampant than he would a fungal epidemic.
You planned it all out. You were the one who bumped into me, causing me to bump into Bruno's wife. You must have known what sort of temper he had. You also knew about Brandt's men keeping watch over Herr Busser at the tavern and that they would strike him. You wanted us to be framed for your crimes.
And so you shall. May the flames of hellfire overtake you swiftly.
And may they take you slowly!
Bruno! My God, Bruno, how did you get in here?
The guard was relieving himself.
How did you know where to find us? And what happened to you wanting Herr Michael dead?
It's a long story. But right now, you need to get out of here. Brandt means for you to be burnt at the stake. Come on, my cart is right out back.
Go!
Right behind you.
Xavier, come on! We're free now!
I am not running anymore, Josephine. I did wrong, and it is time I face the consequences of my actions. Perhaps this is the All-Father giving me a sign that my sins have not been cleared.
That's why you wanted the necklace, isn't it? To make things right with Odin.
That's how I got involved with Dr. Monet. My anger took control, and I became blind.
You, don't move.
Go, Josephine. Don't worry about me. I'll be just fine.
Here, don't read it now. I wrote it before we left your house, just in case something happened, as it wouldn't matter by then. Goodbye, Xavier.
I've got you now.
Au revoir, Josephine.
What I don't understand is what you are even looking for. As acting CEO, I have the right to know what is going on.
Do not interfere with my investigation, Mr. Gleeson. They took something that should have never been in 980 CE.
You are permitted to collect evidence only. You're not authorized to interrogate my staff, or me for that matter.
Mr. Gleeson, the moment you closed and archived all files pertaining to Norway, it became my jurisdiction. As Chief of Finance and Regulations, I am well within my authority to question anyone. You are not above the rules.
That's it! Not another word from you, Isak. I should fire you where you stand.
Are you hiding something, Mr. Gleeson? How unfortunate. I was hoping to conclude my investigation tonight, but due to your continued interference, I am now forced to forward all findings to our boss.
Your Grace! Your Grace! Good heavens, what is it? Can you not see that we're having a celebratory feast?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but there's been a problem.
What sort of problem?
The Wallur,
They spit it out, man. Use your words.
They escaped.
They what?
We tried to stop them, but they were too fast and we lost sight of them.
Show me.
Sir, I've told you. They fled. They're gone.
I said show me.
Michael, do you really think Monet's poison bread caused the dancing plague?
I don't think it was the primary cause, no. But the librarian did mention it ended completely a few months after it began.
Here's your stop.
Thank you, Herr Muller, for rescuing us.
Agreed.
I couldn't agree more. Had it not been for you, we'd be ridiculed and burning right now.
It's the least I could do, considering my actions toward you earlier on. For that, I sincerely apologize.
Yeah, it's all right. Hey, listen, I'm really sorry about what happened to your wife. What will you do now?
My heart is here in Strasbourg. But me and my boy, we have nobody here anymore. Nothing to keep us here. There is a little spot in Germany I love. It's a peaceful village. And I think we can build a new life there.
Glad to hear it.
Madame.
Yes?
I believe this belongs to you.
My earpiece. Where did you find it?
I never gave it back to Brandt. That's how I knew you were at the prison.
Thank you. You have no idea how much this means to me.
Goodbye, and good luck to you all.
All right, as soon as he's out of sight, we can head out to the middle of that field and make the jump.
Which cell are they in?
The third one down on the left.
No. They can't be. They can't.
They are, Your Grace. Guards have been sent out to search, but we haven't got back word yet.
You will never catch them, no matter how hard you try, Sebastian.
Xavier, you saw them leave. Where did they go? Answer me.
You are a desperate man, Sebastian. And you know what they say about desperate men? They are weak.
You scoundrel. You tell me where they went right now, or I shall have your head.
I am to die regardless. Your threats matter not to me anymore.
Tell me!
They're loaded in a ship, bound for Naragonia, the land of fools.
No. No. No!
Well, that certainly was an interesting adventure. I mean, Hart and I managed to get captured and touted as voleur all within just a few days.
Don't forget, Michael got beat up, falsely accused of groping a woman, and we caused a man to be shot in the leg. Not to mention how we all got thrown into prison and were nearly burnt at the stake.
And yet we're not leaving with what we came here in the first place to get. The necklace.
Aren't we?
Nice necklace. Where did you get it?
Wait, what necklace?
I'll tell you all about it when we get home. Sound good?
Well, at least Isak won't give us crap when we get back.
All right. Is everyone ready to go back home?
Yes, ma'am. Hart, what are you looking at?
Oh, I don't know. It's just... Seiðr, my ancestor, is going to die today. When he does, will I even exist by the time we get back home?
Truthfully, I don't have the answer to that. Only time will tell.
Not much longer now until ye be begging for mercy. Here's some paper, there's a quill, and a bottle of ink waiting for you at the table, if you'd wish to write to anyone.
Let's see. What to write? Ah, I know. There. That should do just fine.
Seiðr, up here.
Greta? Dear sister, what on earth are you doing up there?
I had to come see you before it began. I want you to know that I love you, regardless of the errors of your ways. I hated you because I knew where it would lead, and that our lives would be endangered, but I am not angry at you anymore.
Shh. Why do you weep so? You were right to be angry at my actions. I was foolish, and I knew what would happen, yet I pursued it anyway. I have sinned, and therefore must be punished.
There is hope for all who have sinned.
No, listen, Greta. I have sinned. I killed Father Robert and countless others. I poisoned them, and they danced themselves into an early grave which led 4 innocents being framed as voleurs. And they nearly lost their lives as well. All because of what I did.
But that can be forgiven. It can be absolved.
It cannot. The gods will not forgive me. Here, take this with you. I assume you followed through with our plan?
Yes, brother.
Good. It is vital that you follow these instructions I've written down. Now, give my nephew a kiss goodbye for me, yes?
I will. I love you, Seiðr.
I love you too, sister.
Hey, Hart. Looks like you're still here.
Yeah, I'm relieved. But still, who was there other than Seiðr? What did I miss? Greta? Could that be...
Don't stress yourself over it too much. You're here with us now.
And we have a time machine. One day you'll find out. Hey, Jarhead, I'm starving. Let's go get some food at the mess hall. And please do not upset Autumn again. The last thing I want is to find something gross in my food.
I don't even know what I did the first time. All I did was compliment her on the cookies.
I'll join you two for some food and drinks.
Hey, Gleeson.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all returned in good health.
Well, we're alive and hungry.
Were you able to solve the mystery of the plague?
Poisoned bread.
Bread?
Yeah, a couple of guys were up to no good.
What about the,
Mission accomplished.
Oh my! I certainly hope this thing can do what they claim. Excellent work, everyone.
Hey, everyone! You guys look happy. What did I miss?
Nothing much. Just being framed for a plague, in prison, fed poisoned bread, almost burnt the stake, and saved at the last minute.
Whoa. I want to hear the whole story.
First, I need a shower, then sleep, then story.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Seiðr du Hart. You all may remember him from his time as a burgher, and you may be wondering, why is he being executed? The answer is simple. When you adhere to the influence of Volar, it will corrupt you, and Seiðr is a sin punishable only by death.
Seiðr du Hart, may God Almighty bless you and keep you always. May He have mercy on your soul. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Despite your shortcomings, you are a good man. Remember that.
Does Monsieur du Hart have any final words he would like to share?
I am a sinner, and in the worst fashion. I'm a murderer and a wolver. I have cursed this beautiful city and its people with a deadly dancing disease because of my anger. For that, I am remorseful. Nevertheless, Strasbourg must be cleansed of its impurities, and thus I must be put to death by fire. It is the only way. But know this, in 3 years' time, Sebastian Brandt will be dead, and you all will be free from his grip. Even better, in 3 months' time, dancing will plague you no longer. You have my word on that.
What more proof do you need to see that this man has been corrupted by those Volar? Making false prophecies, he's gone mad. Burn him!
I shall see you in hell, Sebastian!
Greetings, everyone. Hart, would you please excuse us?
Isak, we just got back, and I'm eating.
Take it back to your forge or sleeping quarters and finish it there. Now leave us.
You are so rude sometimes.
Am I to understand your task is complete?
Not now, Isak. We need a break after that mission.
This will only be a moment of your time.
Okay, fine. What's on your mind?
There was a small discrepancy in the reports following your failure in Norway. I have a few questions and my investigation will be completed.
What are you investigating?
do you have knowledge of any unauthorized equipment within your possession at that time?
Not that I can remember. What are the reports telling you?
I think you already know, Michael. Whenever you return from a mission, the machine scans for all unknown items returning. This helps ensure that you do not bring the plague back with you or take COVID to the past.
Wow, that's good to know.
You should also know the machine detects if items are being taken back or returned from a time period that doesn't belong there, such as taking a mobile phone to any time prior to their invention, or when the interns return with grocery run items. These all cause registries to be made in the databank, but are not generally an issue because we want these things brought back with us. If you were to review the registries, you would see that the machine detected small traces of lead, antimony, and barium, or more commonly known as GSR.
Yeah, gunshot residue.
Logically, this means that one of you took a firearm to 980 CE and you used it. Upon returning, the machine detected the GSR on Michael's clothes. Michael, my question is, who or what did you shoot?
It doesn't matter. He saved our lives, and everything is fine.
Nothing is fine, Daphne. As a matter of fact, I believe you both should be held accountable. Michael for taking and using a gun, and Daphne for failing to report Michael's crimes during your debrief.
What? You can't be serious. Michael saved us, and I didn't break any of these supposed rules.
You were a witness and you said nothing. That is the same as committing the offense in my book.
Isak, please. She didn't know I had the gun and had nothing to do with what I did.
I have no choice but to keep you both in the brig until a decision can be made by the chief on how to best handle this situation. I encourage you both have some dignity about yourself and follow me quietly to your cell.
Thank you so much for doing this, Friar Boucher. I did not think this would work. I only wish we didn't have to travel all the way to La Rochelle by way of Paris.
You know as well as I do that Sebastian Grant will come for you and the child.
Madame, you may approach.
That's us. Thank you again, Friar, for everything. For risking your life to help us, and going against your beliefs to do so.
Take care of this little one, you hear?
Can you state your full legal name?
Josephine Antoinette Hart.
And the name of the babe, please?
Gabriel Lewis Hart.
You are cleared for passage. Enjoy your voyage to Paris, Madame Hart.
Sylvia, did you locate Murphy?
Correct. Murphy has been located.
Where and when?
Murphy has been located approximately on the 11th day of Ainmanur of 1912 CE in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of modern-day Cove, Ireland. Murphy is 1033.
What happened in 1912 in the Atlantic Ocean?
Morse code? 1912? Atlantic Ocean? Sylvia, announce throughout the base that I need all senior staff to the machine room. Best time.
Announcing. All senior staff to the machine room. Best time. All senior staff to the machine room. Best time.
Cove was called Queenstown around that time.
I was close by. What is going on?
What is the big deal? I've barely had any time to digest my food.
What is going on? You all think I'm unbearable already. I need at least 8 hours of sleep, or it'll be much worse.
What's going on, Gleeson? We got here as fast as we could.
Yeah, but don't be surprised if Isak raises a bit of a fuss shortly. He was escorting us to... Never mind, it doesn't matter. What's going on?
Sylvia, stop the announcement. Here's what we know. Murphy has been located in Queenstown, Ireland, around the 11th of Einmanure, 1912.
Wait. No. Why would Murphy
The Titanic. Gleeson, we gotta go now.
The two of you are staying here.
Isak, we believe that Murphy is on the Titanic. As soon as the machine cools down, we need to send a team on a rescue mission.
Oh? And let's give these two the opportunity to escape. I think not.
What's going on? I was in the middle of my shower.
Shut up and listen! Isak, what do you mean about these two escaping?
Our two lead agents decided to violate one of our most important policies and need to be held accountable for their actions.
What?
Isak, I'm only going to say this one time. 10:33 means Murphy needs our help now. This overrides anything and everything else. You will stand down and allow them to lead this team.
I will allow Daphne to go, as her crime is perceived to be a lesser offense. Michael, however, is staying here.
Dag nabbit! Do you not understand the seriousness of the moment?
Take it or leave it, Mr. Gleeson.
Daphne, you've got 48 hours to plan and prep for this mission.
Gleeson, we need Michael, and you know it. Aren't you supposed to be the one in charge? Why is he calling all the shots?
Rescuing Murphy should be your focus right now. There's nothing I can do for Michael at the moment. Philippe, start pulling costumes down that are Titanic appropriate for first class. This will allow the team to have access to the full ship.
Costumes? Did you say costumes?
I'm going to take Stephanie with me to research everything we can to see if there is any evidence of Murphy on the Titanic.
Good. Hot. Go prepare any appropriate currency and other things needed for this time period. James, go finish your shower and put on some dang clothes. I appreciate your hustle, but a towel really is not enough.
Michael, you are coming with me.
Gleeson?
Michael, I'll do everything I can for you. But for now, do as Isak says, please.
Onward to the brig, then.
Aye, we all know what knowledge is. It's in all of us, even the dullest among us. You close your eyes and you think of what you might know that others here don't. But does knowledge have a form? Can you taste it, see it, smell it? Some of you louts would say no. You cannot taste knowledge. We must think for a moment on the types of answers the goddess has given us. Crop rotation, salting practices, how to make finer metals. But the things she doesn't know are the bits of information we get for sniffing a flower or cow dung, the taste of mead, holding the hands of a lover. All of it is something that can be given to Sylvia. We can ask all the things of her we want, but that does not make us good servants to the goddess if we cannot give her the knowledge of these smaller things she lacks. Aren't I right on time? Let's all pray before heading out. Remember, the goddess is always listening. Welcome to the bar, steersman. We're about to open up again if you have a wee thirst.
No, not this time.
Then what can I help you with?
I'm wondering why we haven't spoken to the goddess in a while. Her eye collects dust in that box.
After the attempts to steal it, it seemed the best.
That's what you tell them. But I know that's not the real reason.
Aye. The real answer is we don't need the eye anymore. I've spoken to the goddess for a while now. Asked all the questions I needed to ask. Learned all the things she wanted us to do. Our little coastal community is faithful. There isn't anything else we need from the eye. She is with us everywhere.
I don't agree.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Your speech today. I don't think my goddess wants to hear the hunters prattle about their night sweats.
It's a kind of knowledge that she does not know.
Well, think of the things she does tell us. Useful stuff you can find in books, teaching agriculture, philosophy, history, and all that.
Aye. But what is this really about? I doubt you waited until all the others left to debate the oracle.
It was a nice speech and all in all. I'm leaving. A few of the boys are taking their things and families down south.
Leaving? After all that's been happening?
Aye. This place is not the town I knew. I've seen it grow too fast. I barely recognize her. She don't feel the same. Besides, I've never been one to stay in one place for too long.
It's true that. It's changed a bit. The bigger the town, the
I've already discussed it with the God Touched. Don't try to talk me out of it.
All settled then? I ain't too stubborn to admit that after prayer ale chats will be missed.
Aye. I've gotten used to hearing the goddess's word coming from your mouth.
A farewell gift.
Why not? Thank you. I'll miss that. Tomorrow morning, Eagle, Harvind, and I will travel to the mouth of the Drammen River. See if there's a place like what here used to be.
May the goddess protect you on your journey. Careful with the damn cups. How many times I got to ask you?
Just the last time. Take care of yourself, you damn harpy.
Go already, while I still have positive memories of you. Wait!
What? Are you sure?
You'll need her guidance out there more than we will here. Teach people the ways of Sylvia.
My goddess, I won't squander the gift of your eye. We'll show her to the world.
Aye, don't let anything happen to it. It was safe here. But you won't have too many difficulties where you are going.
Till the next time we speak, may your waters be calm and
your wind stay steady.
This episode was written by Ashley Dean, Sebastian Andrade, Tyrus Rayner, and Mark Helton. Directed by James Devereaux Lewis. Produced by Mark Helton, James Devereaux Lewis, and Tara Eon. Audio editing and effects by Joe Bly with Kiana Music. Original music by Louis Palfrey. Original artwork by Lawrence and Diego Iriarte. This episode featured the voice talents of Jenny Helton as Daphne, Shandon Loring as Michael, Mark C. Helton as Gleeson and Dr. Monet, Tyrus Rayner as Isak, Carrie Hampton as Hart, Quinn Cafferata Jenkins as Philippe, Kaz Chandler as the Librarian, Stephanie Bauman as Intern 1, James Devereaux Lewis as Intern 2, Caitlin Cole as Autumn, with Anita Kelly as Sylvia, Greg Zema as Bruno Muller, Remy Savard as Sebastian Brandt, Spencer Stoner as Martin Buser, Angel Gabarlock as Xavier Duhart, Brian Murphy as Priest Johannes, Nicole Shader as Greta Duhart, C.R. Edwards as The Guard, Frank Riley as Burger Number 1, R. Mike Kelly as Burger Number 2, Castle Schaub as The Customs Official, Tyrus Rayner as The Sailor, Catherine Hampton as The Tavern Keeper and Innkeeper, and I'm Connor Howard, your announcer. This series is developed and proudly produced by 97 to Now Productions. For more information about the show, please visit our website. Tune in next time as Murphy's Inc. continues.